Welcome back, folks. Yep, you are tuned in to 3 at 3, just like the hat says, just like the presentation says, is three stocks that we present at 3 p.m. Eastern Time that have had either unusual option activity as determined by our heat seeker algorithm, or perhaps I should say, unusually heavy bullish or bearish sentiment. We buy the full fire hose from Twitter to get that, folks. So in other words, we have an AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning that is going through every tweet on the globe, and the Reddit folks as well, which includes, but it's not limited to, Wall Street Bets, and finds unusual activity. And in many cases, we're able to get in front of it and make some really nice money by riding the coattails of really smart people. So without further ado, let's jump in. Speaking of really smart people, two of them there with me. One of them is Kevin O'Leary, and the other is Nathaniel, or Nod, as we call him. You know which one's Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. Nod is in the picture with the glasses on. Mine are on my head, his are on his face. And Nod is the chief operating officer of Rebellion Advisors Crypto One. This is our cryptocurrency hedge fund. It's a master feeder structure out of the Cayman Islands. And you'll be hearing more about it, folks. Fabulous debut at the SALT conference, which is an alternative asset conference. And it was for the first time ever at the Javits Center in New York. Thank you, Anthony Scaramucci. All right, let's get into today's 3 at 3. Budweiser, BUD, $57 stock. They come in and buy a lot of the December 65 calls. So just in case you're new to this, December, that's the time frame. So we're in September right now, of course. Tomorrow is regular September expiration. These are regular December expiring calls and puts. So options always give you several bits of information that you never get from stocks. One, they have an expiration. They're giving you a time frame. So this is October, November, December, 3 months into the future. Also, they give you a target or a strike price. Are they buying at the money calls? No, they're buying out of the money calls. These calls are probably about a 30 delta, meaning they'll probably move about 30 cents for every dollar the stock moves. Okay, they buy those perhaps because they're cheaper, perhaps because they're getting a better risk return, as they feel, the smart money that bought them, because 7,500 controls 750,000 shares of stock. I bought at the money calls in the case of Budweiser, and I will sell upside calls against these calls as the stock rallies. Now, that's in a winning case scenario. I'll also tell you that not every trade is a winner. And so I will cut my losses. If the options lose about 50% of their value, I will be out of them. Now, I would not suggest that you take that large of a haircut on stock trades. But for options that I'm buying for anywhere usually from 50 cents to about $1.50, $1.75, I think it's prudent to cut that at a 50% loss. So if I pay $1.50, falls to 75 or 80 cents, I'm out. So I'm giving you both sides, folks, trying to be balanced, giving you, if it's a winner, I'll sell upside calls against it. If it doubles, I'll take half off. If it's a loser, if it's not working, I will cut my losses and move on. I'm not going to ride these trades to zero. That's not a smart way to play it. Second trade today is QuantumScape. This is a lithium play, folks. You've heard me talk about ABML many times because I love that stock. I own a lot of that stock. I'm a true believer in recycling lithium because it's really one of the only ways they're going to meet the demand for lithium on this planet is to recycle it, especially if Mary Barra and others at GM and the like are going to put hundreds of millions of cars eventually on the streets that require lithium. Well, lithium, cobalt, manganese, these are all things you need for those batteries and the sort of things that QuantumScape and ABML get you. So QuantumScape, $21 stock. They're buying the October 25 calls. I bought at the money, sold upside calls against it as the stock rallies. Again, if it doesn't rally and instead goes the wrong way against us, I will cut my losses at about 50%. Letting you know that if you want to learn more about trading, you can still attend in future. In fact, just a couple weeks into the future, the 2021 trading conference at Aria Hotel and Casino. We only have a few bronze tickets left. If you want to attend in person, you have to buy a bronze ticket. They are the only tickets we have left. All of the other big tickets sold out. So over 1,000 people have registered already. If you would like to join them, then you need to come in person by buying a bronze ticket. If you either A, can't attend in person, or we sell out of these bronze tickets, we do still have virtual. You can find out about pricing for both by going to marketrebellion.com/events. That's marketrebellion.com/events. And you will see all about the bronze tickets. If we have any left, I believe we did when I came on air, and the virtual tickets, which we literally can take thousands of those. We've already sold a couple thousand. We will sell thousands more into this event. Again, it is October 1st and 2nd. As much as we'd like to see you face-to-face, maskless at the Aria Hotel and Casino, not that you're required to be maskless, but I suspect most of the audience that attends is not afraid to travel. If you either A, cannot travel, or B, would find that that's an added expense, the travel, the entertainment, the hotel, and so forth, well, then virtual conference would be for you. And if we sell out the bronze, your only choice will be virtual. That's marketrebellion.com/events. Third and final trade for today's 3 at 3 is T-Mobile, TMUS. I suspect this is because of the iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Stock was 126 and 72 cents, as you see there on the screen. They were buying the September 129 calls. Expiration time frame, September 24th. That is next Friday, not this Friday, not tomorrow. I will be on the halftime report tomorrow, but instead next Friday, the 24th of September, just a week ahead of course, the big Vegas conference. So I bought at the money calls in this event once, and I sold another call against it one time. You may have seen that the market has turned around pretty nicely. The Dow was down over 200 points. NASDAQ was down on the lows. Well, it's now positive by 37 points, the NASDAQ is. The Dow higher by 27 points, S&P higher by 3. All of these were solidly negative in the first hour and a half, 2 hours of trading. They began a slow, methodical climb. It's another reason for a stock like T-Mobile, TMUS. Let's see where it is right now. T-Mobile is 129.24. Bang! So if you were like me, and when you saw this come across, as all our subscribers did, they were able to get in at that level, 126.72. It is nearly $3 higher than that right now. If you're a stock trader, that's great. You bought stock at 126, selling it at 129, $3 profit, but you put up $126,000 for 1,000 shares, 1,000 times 126, and you made 3,000. Congratulations. The calls that were bought, let me give you an idea of where those are now. Again, I did not buy the 129s, bought the 125s. But these, let's see, pull up that. The 126s, I'm sorry, I misspoke, bought the 126s. The 129s that were accumulated have spiked in the last, the last 2 hours from $1 to $1.85 on the highs. No, I guess 225 on the absolute highs. I got $1.85 for them. So again, I don't buy bottoms or sell tops. I try, just like you guys do, but I don't buy bottoms or sell tops. I have to decide when I'm going to pull the trigger against the calls that I bought. I told you I bought the 126s. and my intention was to sell upside calls against it. The 126s, to give you an idea, earlier today, they opened at 195, and they have traded as low as 165. So in other words, if you were able to buy them at 165 and sell the others, the 129s at 185, you have a 20-cent credit on what could become a $3 winner. And you got it on for a credit. Now, I didn't do that. I paid $2.40, I believe, for mine, and sold these as they rallied at $1.85. Did not sell the top, did not get 225. So please, for my haters that love to point out, oh, Jon never loses on his trades, I do win a lot. I win a lot because I've been trading for 40 years. This is my 40th year doing this, folks, for a living. So I'm fairly patient, but I am very disciplined. You'll hear me say all the time, I'm not swinging for home runs. I'm swinging for singles and doubles. In this case, if I pay 240 and collect 185, you guys know that the difference there is 55 cents. So I paid 55 cents for something that intrinsically, that's in the money, intrinsically right now is worth $3. I could have almost a six-fold winner in this one if we stay above 129 by this time next week. I can't take all that money off the table right now because the 129 calls, as you heard me say earlier, are trading 185 right now. So I can't just exercise my one and be short the other unless I want to be long stock and increase my risk. I'd rather be in these calls that I'm in, the 126 calls, and short the 129 calls. Again, look at the expiry, the 24th of September. And I think Apple's phone is the driver here into those stores. And that's why people were betting that as these numbers start getting declared, maybe not by Apple, but probably by T-Mobile, probably by AT&T, probably by Verizon, that we will start seeing boom, 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 boom to the upside. Bang. All right. There's a quick shot of me with my buddy and business partner, Mark Lopresti, there in the plaid suit. What can I say? He's Sicilian, folks. Joey Fratier, Joey's family owned the Rams. I'll be telling you more about exciting investments that I've been doing with Joey Fratier, a good friend and a real entrepreneur. Again, his family owned the Rams, folks, and they sold them for billions of dollars just maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. Way to go, Joe. And that's some of the investment team members with him, along with Kevin O'Leary. More on all of this later, folks. I just wanted to share that picture with you. You see that at the SALT conference, it was sponsored by Rebellion Capital Partners Crypto. That's our hedge fund. WonderFi, that's a firm that Mark and Mr. Wonderful are investors in. Trade the Chain, which is fabulous sentiment indicator. Hut 8, which is a crypto miner, extremely successful. Love Jamie Leverton and her team at Hut 8. Goat X, I think I hit them all there. Fabulous bunch of sponsors. We certainly appreciate all of those sponsors and all of our friends at SALT that showed up and that were nice enough to say hello, like Ray Dalio over at Bridgewater, like Stevie Cohen at Point 72, Kathy Woods. I mean, thank you so much, folks, for being so nice, generous with your time, both on stage as well as backstage and in the green room where I was working. Thank you. Well, that's going to do it for us today, folks. If you want to send me questions for tomorrow, send them to Jon without an H, Jon Najarian, and we will get to some of those tomorrow, as well as, believe it or not, I'm going to have some prop betting for the weekend setups for you and what's going on, best prop bets in pro and college sports. Bang. Till then, have a great day.